Thanks for tuning in to Venture Connect Online. You are watching Tech, Episode 12, featuring 4 companies focused on technology and digitizing our daily lives. Bundle, an online platform that allows home buyers to stay anonymous, creating an easy, pressure-free mortgage shopping experience. Courtroom 5 is an end-to-end legal toolbox for people navigating the civil justice system without a lawyer. COWORKS is a flexible workspace management and engagement platform that helps to automate the process of operating and managing a workplace. Equity Shift is a software platform for private companies, partnerships, and funds which enable customers to digitally manage their own securities. Don't forget, these companies are waiting to hear from you. Click on the calendar links below to schedule a time to connect one-to-one. Enjoy!
I grew up in a small business family. My parents are entrepreneurs. We saw their own struggles. I used to come home from school and go down in the basement. It was before technology would take over any paperwork, so I'd help them file and fax. And they used to always tell me that they didn't go to college, they didn't have the university degree, but they had the street smarts and the resilience and the grit to be successful. And they absolutely instilled those values in me. I just have a passion for helping people and developing juniors. All I'm doing is interviewing them and asking them to tell me all about their business. I'm very inspired by just enthusiastic, high-energy entrepreneurs. So I think when they're passionate about a particular product or solving a problem, then that is energizing to me to be part of that and help them achieve it.
Hey, I'm Eric Major. I'm the founder of Bundle. Bundle is the simple way to compare mortgages. And today I'm going to talk to you about Emily. Emily's 31 years old. She loves online solutions. She does all of her shopping on Amazon. She keeps up with her friends on Instagram, and she takes Lyft everywhere that she goes. But when it was time for Emily to buy a home and get a mortgage, she was really disappointed in the options that were available to her. First, her realtor sent her a PDF with some recommended mortgage loan officers, but Emily didn't have enough time to reach out to all these loan officers. So she asked her best friend what she did when she bought her home. She tried to find her mortgage online and received more than 40 annoying cold calls. It was a terrible customer experience. So finally, she reached out to her dad, who was really excited to help her out, and he suggested that Emily walk down to her local bank and fill out a paper application. But Emily hasn't been inside of a bank since she was a little girl. She thought that she was out of options, and then she found Bundle. Bundle was the perfect solution for Emily. It was the simple way for her to compare mortgages. First, she's not going to receive any cold calls because Bundle will never sell Emily's email address or phone number. She stays completely anonymous for as long as she chooses to. She's in control. And it's going to save her a ton of time because she's able to anonymously chat with multiple lenders all at the same time on one platform. And if she does want to use her realtor's referrals, she can do that too because we have a realtor referral portal. The best part is this is all free for Emily. The way Bundle makes money is really simple. We assign 3 mortgage loan officers to every home buyer, and each of those loan officers pay $25 per home buyer connection. So $75 per home buyer in total. We expect each loan officer on our platform to spend about $1,000 a month with us, so $12,000 per year. But it's not just about the home buyer, it's also about the lender. We've talked to a ton of mortgage loan officers and mortgage executives, and this is a quote from a mortgage executive at a large national lender. They're a client of one of our biggest competitors, and they wouldn't personally use that service to get their own mortgage. So they are tired of the solutions that are available to them. This is an enormous market. The U.S. housing market is the largest asset class in the entire world. The most expensive part of owning a home is the mortgage, and the most expensive part of originating a mortgage is the acquisition cost. So that's where Bundle is focused. We have a great team. I've spent my entire career in the mortgage industry leading some amazing teams. Marco Bergarello is our head of growth, super enthusiastic guy. We have a great team of advisors. C.D. Davies was the CEO of LendingTree, one of our leading competitors. He was also the CEO of City Mortgage. Angel Rutledge and Keith Ludeman are both successful founders with previous exits. So we have a great, great team and ready to tackle this huge problem for homebuyers. We've had some amazing traction. We had 73% user growth in 2020 Q1, and we released our product, our full product, near the end of Q3 last year, immediately started making revenue, and in Q1 2020, we doubled our revenue over the previous quarter. So we're really excited about the traction that we have. Thank you so much for your time today. If you have any more questions about Bundle, please feel free to reach out to me by my email that I've listed here. Thank you so much for your time and have a wonderful day.
My first contact with entrepreneurship was really in college. It was in the late 90s, and my roommate, he was a computer science major, and he got connected with a local startup company, got some stock options, got to be part of a team, eventually a very successful team. It really opened my eyes to ways that very smart and motivated people can come together. They can create something good and new. So that's what led me down to North Carolina, where I found a firm and a community that was growing and supporting young companies. So over the years, I've been able to help many companies in the area grow from their first days with the founding team up through an exit transaction. So I think that as a strategic partner, we've been working with CED for a long time. We've seen the life cycle of these young companies, and for us, supporting CED is really supporting the entire community, the entire ecosystem.
Hi, I'm Sonia Ebron, the Chief Executive at Courtroom 5. There's an access to justice crisis in the United States. Millions of Americans risk losing their homes, future wages, access to their children, simply because they don't have a lawyer. This is a huge market and tremendous pain. Courtroom 5 has a unique and proven solution to that pain that would deliver access to justice for the rest of us and significant financial returns to our investors. There are 23 million self-represented or pro se litigants in U.S. civil courts, excluding traffic and small claims. A pro se litigant is present in more than 3 of every 4 civil cases in this country. In 90% of those cases, a pro se defendant has been dragged into court by a plaintiff's lawyer. It's not a fair fight. As a result, pro se litigants are routinely denied the right to be heard in court. So for $25 a month, Courtroom 5 offers a case management platform for people in civil court without a lawyer. We've been recognized as a high potential startup by the NC Idea Foundation and by Google. And we're graduates of the top accelerators in the legal tech space. So how does it work? Here's our member, Mercedes, who's just been served a divorce complaint. Her husband has a lawyer, but Mercedes can't afford one. So she comes to Courtroom 5 and uploads that complaint. That triggers our navigator. We call her Sylvia, but she's an artificial intelligence engine that helps Mercedes decide what to do next. As Mercedes proceeds through her case, our navigator tracks her progress and spoon feeds just the right legal information and pointers to tools on our platform, like document templates for common legal filings, statutes, rules of procedure, searchable case law, everything Mercedes needs to make her best case in court. In this way, we help each of our members reach a better outcome than they could achieve on their own. Still, there are steps in every case where a lawyer's assistance could prove invaluable, like planning discovery or preparing for trial. So we're working to offer our members access to a lawyer on demand whenever they need specific, well-defined legal services. Our members tell us we're on the right track. Where most pro se litigants simply lose, 7 out of 10 of those resolving their cases at Courtroom 5 either win or settle those cases. The founders of Courtroom 5 are the right team to execute this plan. We've been in court without a lawyer, and we've been denied justice as a result. But we're not your typical self-represented litigant. I am a PhD electrical engineer with a background in artificial intelligence. Deborah Sloan, our Chief Product Officer, is a PhD information scientist and librarian, an expert at curating information for laymen. And so the last time a court gave us the bum rush, we taught ourselves how to be effective in court to make sure that never happened again. And then, as former academics, experienced in training adults, we decided to make self-represented litigation effective for everyone. What we're building at Courtroom 5 is going to be built, but we have a head start. The demand for a product like ours is firm and growing. Advances in data science and artificial intelligence enable our solution. And the regulatory environment is thawing to allow innovators to reshape the legal services marketplace. We'll be in position to dominate that space when the ice cracks. We're raising funds now to help us meet the exploding need for legal services caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. We hope you'll join us. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Deshaun Brown, and I'm here to talk to you about my company, COWORKS. The way that we work has fundamentally changed. Co-working and flexible workspace are quickly becoming the go-to solution for the modern worker and company. Due to its combination of both flexibility and amenities, co-working provides that perfect solution for both the remote team and the high-growth company. We call this industry space as a service, and it's the future of work. Today, there's over 50,000 co-working spaces with a global market value of over $26 billion. And by the end of the decade, it's projected that 1/3 of all offices will be co-working. And this is Jess. She's in charge of managing HQ Raleigh, one of the largest co-working spaces in North Carolina. She's in charge of managing all of her members and operating the space, meaning she's in charge of billing, she's the front desk person, she's the tour guide, the room scheduler, the list goes on. Managing a co-working space requires a lot of moving parts. And this is true for not just Jess, but co-working spaces all over the world. And not just the spaces you may have read about in the news, because in fact, 85% of the co-working market is made up of small independent co-working spaces just like Jess and HQ. See, the way that we work has changed, but the tools that we use to manage these offices has largely remained the same, meaning people like Jess are stuck duct taping together a solution of their own. That is until now. COWORKS is the all-in-one solution for managing a flexible workspace. Our platform streamlines and automates the process of managing a co-working space, while our mobile app provides a beautiful experience for those who work there. Let's see how it works. Our front desk system allows co-working spaces to easily capture their guests and their leads. Our automated billing system makes it super easy to stack multiple month-to-month plans across multiple different people. Our room booking system makes it super simple to book out and reserve multiple different conference rooms on multiple different calendars. And then of course, all of this experience through our beautiful member mobile app, where members can connect with each other and engage with the community. And through this app, we're able to garner really awesome workspace utilization metrics to report directly back to the managers. Since we launched at HQ, we've helped increase their co-working membership by over 60% due to how easy it is to add members into our platform. And we've saved them over 10 hours a week on operations. We operate on a SaaS-based month-to-month subscription, and we can grow and scale with our customers as they add new locations. And since we've launched, we've been accepted to some of the country's most prestigious accelerator program. Last year, we participated in TechStars in Atlanta. And since bootstrapping all the way here, we've got $85,000 in annual recurring revenue, and processed over $4 million through our billing system. We've also signed some of the most marquee spaces in the country. Beyond HQ Raleigh, we signed NC State University, who launched an on-campus co-working space earlier last year, and BioLabs, which is a national life science co-working chain, all using COWORKS. Again, I'm Deshaun Brown. I'm the CEO of COWORKS, but I have an amazing team behind me of not just teammates, but advisors and mentors as well. Together, we are poised to tackle this shifting workspace and provide the best solution on the market. So investors, we invite you to join in our seed round. We bootstrapped this far, but we're looking to expand our team and our product. We hope you'll join us on our mission to power the future of work.
My name is Will Duckett, here to tell you about Equity Shift, an early-stage fintech company that digitally automates private equity transactions. Private markets offer advantages to growing companies, and now companies are remaining private longer than ever before, an average of 10 years, while we continue to see declines in the number of IPOs and publicly listed companies. Because of this, employees and early investors in private companies have been searching for another exit, and in recent years, the market for private secondaries has exploded. But this growth is exposing the fact that private equity is still largely illiquid because transactions are burdensome and opaque, executed primarily by those with deep domain expertise. There is, of course, an ecosystem of service providers, but not all benefit private issuers and their investors, like the growing community of brokers who solicit shareholders and pressure companies to allow secondaries. Even the newest solutions fail to address the fundamental challenges presented by a manual transfer process, which is painful for those who are forced to handle the messy details. Last year, my co-founder and I started Equity Shift with the goal of introducing automation for the complex rules and procedures associated with private securities. What we built with customer feedback is a software platform that transforms cap tables and operating agreements into digital securities that are easily managed by issuers. These securities conform to each customer's unique needs and can either be digitally locked down or made available for transfer with clearly defined restrictions. In turn, Equity Shift customers provide their investors with an understanding of what they can do with their interests at any given time, and without the need to hire expensive third parties. Equity Shift is the only operational software in the market that gives issuers complete control with digital process automation. Our subscription platform combines elements of first-generation data room, document signing, board management, and cap table software into one simple experience. And our holistic approach to securities management generates reliable subscription revenue. We're building the capability to generate transactional revenue as well. In 2019, our service obtainable market, that of direct venture secondaries, grew to roughly $40 billion. With financial projections backed by signed customer contracts and MVP software built during our beta period, Equity Shift can address over $40 million in direct annual subscription services at launch. The product roadmap we developed during beta unlocks a space that services annual private equity markets at large. Existing customers of Equity Shift use our platform for a number of reasons, including primary issuance, vesting securities, structured transactions, and one-to-one trades. For one customer, a private fund in Washington, D.C. that actively trades their GP and LP interests, we have shortened their deal-making timeline from 6 months to 1 week. Another customer, a $300 million EV company in Los Angeles, streamlined their process of executing an internal tender offer. Instead of manually gathering signatures from 140 investors and paying them individually, we completely automate signatures, payment, and change of ownership. Regardless of the application, Equity Shift simplifies the deal management experience for buyers, sellers, and issuers, from initiation of a transfer all the way through closing. Our vision is to create an ecosystem in which private equity investors are able to realize investment returns on their own timeline, without causing harm to the issuers they signed up to support. Our daily goal is to demonstrate that efficient and repeatable outcomes will encourage a more vibrant ecosystem for everyone. Today, we're seeking partners for our commercial launch and next phase of growth. First, we're looking for investor-backed companies, funds, and individuals with experience in secondaries. We'd like to show you a better solution and eventually earn your business as a customer. Next, we're looking for investment partners to lead our next round and join what is an impressive group of existing shareholders and advisors. This financing will fund the growth of our customer onboarding operations, direct sales, and registration with FINRA. We're excited about the future of Equity Shift and look forward to connecting with anyone who shares in our vision.
Book a meeting with a company of interest by clicking on their calendar links below. They look forward to starting the conversation.